everyone. How are we doing? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm going to turn the music down a little bit because it's going to be entirely too loud. All right, cool. There we go. Minimize that. So, hello. How are we doing? Hope everyone's doing wonderful. I hope you guys are all having a good week. I've been doing a little bit of work on this guy offline. And I can tell you that as soon as I finish this head, I can finally UV this stupid thing and get it in the Substance Painter. So, that is the goal for today. Because I am currently trying to finish all of my big projects. So I can then create bigger projects. So, now, I just want to get these knocked out and get them done. 3, 2, 1. What are you doing, Roy? Blast off. Thank you for the bits, Roy. Roy, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so we're working on finishing these projects because I've got one really exciting project coming up with the person who's throwing bits at me right now. And then I've got a really exciting project that I am in progress on for my mod, Text of the Chaotic Seekers. So, some cool stuff going on there. Roy, thank you for the biddies. I appreciate you, buddy. And yeah, today we're just going to chill. We're going to model. We're going to probably end up UVing. I'm hoping we end up UVing because I'd like to be done with this thing. I was doing some research last night on the 2 projects that I'm working on outside of this. And not looking forward to it because it involves something I've never done before. So, that's cool. But that's what I like to do. I like to challenge myself and give myself projects that I have never done before. All right, let's find some music that's not terrible. It's not terrible, but I need music. What was that? Roy! Thank you for the biddies. Appreciate you, buddy. Excited to see you at the end of this month. All right, let's see. Let's find out. Let's get some music going here. DMCA free background music. Let's see. What we got? I guess we can try this one. What's this one? This one? Sure. It's 2 hours long. We'll try it. We'll try it. Yes. So do you like s'mores? Yeah, I can only do like 2 of them at a time. Ooh, that's loud. Put that right there. Yeah, because like, they're too sweet for me. But I do like them. I do like them. All right, everybody. Let's see. Make sure everything's going okay on all 3 platforms. We look like we're good to go. All right, sweet. So, if you guys remember, on Monday, I was working on this guy. I've done some work here. Pay no attention to the geometry here. It looks like garbage because I tried using the smooth tool, and the results were less than amazing. So, we're going to clean this up. And then just keep going with it. Why are you asking if I like s'mores? Yeah, I learned a valuable lesson. Don't use the smooth tool for sculpting. It just kind of creates more. I mean, honestly, it didn't do too bad. It cleaned it up pretty nicely, but it's still pretty lumpy. And that's what I'm trying to fix right now. So, we're actually going to take this supporting edge. And we're going to delete it. That should give me a little bit cleaner. Well, that dent's still there. Why is the dent there? That dent is coming from one of these. So, honestly, it's probably just because that's a little bent out. So let's straighten that out. We're just going to resolve some of these issues, and I'm going to duplicate this across because I don't want to actually mess with it. Ooh, there's like a whole bunch of gnarliness going on over here. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. Nope, we're good. Okay. So we're fixing that up. Honestly, let's do this. We're going to just permanently straighten this. because for edges like this, the straighter the better. And then we can just kind of rotate it. Okay. That's feeling better already. Okay, so we're good there. The dent is more prominent now. There's a pinch. And that pinch is happening because of this. So why are we doing that? It's because there is no supporting. Okay, so that might be a little bit problematic. So what I want to do then is take this guy. How far can I go down with this? Because if I delete that, I go mesh tools, if we do an edge loop here, just right here, that should go all the way across. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. And then I'm just going to delete these guys that we just created because we don't need them. We're just going to keep going. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm correcting a little bit of this geometry because currently there's no actual support there. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go all the way up here, select you, boom. This should hopefully resolve that pinch. Let's figure out where I need to drop these. Should be right about there. Move this out, up. I'm actually really excited to get this model in the Substance Painter. Since this is my first character, I definitely feel like I've been putting a little bit more work into it than I normally do on most of my projects, which is good. But at the same time, I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to call it and like start finishing it up. But I want to make sure that it's like structurally sound. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and merge these guys real quick. Sweet. Also, we need to sit down and talk about dinners. Slices or just have smoked food. Now when you're done, 3D print it. Oh god. This one would be a pain. Like I 3D printed my lightsaber and that was something. I'm actually working on making that into something you guys can buy if you do 3D printing. That way you can put it together as like a model kit. That would be cool. I'm always down for smoked food, of course. Your workflow is quite different from mine, and I have to keep telling myself not to say anything. I'm gonna get it fixed. It's gonna get fixed eventually. Because yeah, it will. The reality is we all do things differently. Most of this stems from the fact that yes, I could have paid better attention to this when I was building it, but unfortunately, I did this during a 12-hour live stream where I was just focusing on like trying to stay alive. So I'm correcting those mistakes. But thankfully, the head was the only thing I screwed up on, really. So what are you and why are you sticking up like that? That's weird. Okay. So we got that guy. Thinking bison sticks? I've never had bison. My quick tip vids are a godsend. Thank you so much for your amazing content. Thank you for letting me know that. I'm glad you guys appreciate them. I used to see, I got real tired of just seeing nothing but like Blender tips, and I'm like, no one's doing Maya tips, so let's fix that. So it's been fun. Let's pull this out a little bit. I know that's why. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. All right, so this, if I pop this guy over here, it should give me a quad still, so we're good there. So really the only thing that changed is we've just added this loop in here. And that is what I wanted. Because it should hopefully resolve my pinching issue up here. I definitely don't like how, like, close some of these are, but in the end, it should be okay. And somehow... Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so we do need to add an edge loop up here. That's okay. I'm going to try to center that a little bit. We'll cut that guy. Just kind of clean some of this up. Cool. That's better if I smooth that. The pinching's gone. We're still a little bumpy, but it's okay. We can start working on that next. I actually really hate this outer loop, so I'm going to delete that. Let's see, delete edge vertex. Okay, so that should give us a pretty good working point. A little bit of pinching, a little bit of bumping. Got to fix that. That's okay. I just try to, let's see how far I can go with just deleting things. It's not really going to help me all that much, but we can continue working with it. All right. So that's an issue right there. I didn't even catch that one originally. But let's fix that. Okay. Not really sure how that one got through that way, but that's okay. That's now a quad. That's also not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not right. Okay. So, oh, I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me. All right. So let's see. Multi-cut. Just going to try to do this as uniformly as I can. We'll terminate it right there. Enter. Still getting this like gnarly bump. And I know it's because it's feeding from this corner. Thinking about how I want to fix that though is the big issue here. Let's do this. Just to give myself a little bit of peace of mind. I'm going to just pull this out. That way I can actually see what I'm working with here. I will more than likely end up deleting this, but that's okay. My user love it. I do too. How are you, Lizor? Why Maya gets boring in your opinion? Is the UI complexity when compared to other 3D software? This is something like I've had a couple people mention that, and like I don't really understand it necessarily. Like, I don't think your software should necessarily like be exciting. Like, it can be exciting, but the reality is like what should be exciting is what you're creating with the tool. And so if your concern is just having something that looks pretty, like, you're thinking about it all wrong. So my biggest gripe with that question is just because like why are we so worried about like what it looks like when you should be worrying about the result that you're pushing out of it. Okay, so if we do this, so I'm gonna try to just force this, which isn't always the best tactic, but it might work. Let's see. Some of this is just not vibing. Oh, hello. Okay. So should be, let's look over here. So we want that right there. Clean that. And then where's this? Because that's looking kind of gross. Okay. This is that secondary. So that needs to be there. Same thing here. Try to just spread that out a little bit. Okay. Do I model in Houdini, like procedural modeling? No. I know Houdini is like super awesome for that. But I don't. I used Houdini like once back in the day when I was trying to get away from Maya, just because like at the time I didn't want to spend as much as I thought it was going to cost. And so I was trying Houdini out, and I modeled a teacup, and I decided it was way too cumbersome for me to want to try, like to change softwares entirely, so I just stuck with it. But Houdini's awesome for simulation. In fact, a project I'm working on right now, Houdini would come in handy greatly. But instead I have to find out, or I have to find a way to do what I need to do without it, because I'm not going to learn Houdini right now. I have enough on my plate. Okay. So that's staying nice and sharp, which is good. Oh, and I'm not recording. No, I am. I don't think I want to turn this into a YouTube video, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe at some point. All right, so let's think about this. Because my thought is, if I take these and just kind of expand them out, well, the problem is I can't do that there, so I need to think of a way to do that without doing that. Because this actually needs to stay relatively straight. And I've gone a little bit out of the way. It might be all right. We'll try it. Ooh, some of this got real jacked up. Yeah, Houdini is like, I don't know, Houdini is super cool for like the simulation aspect of things, and like I can't get into it. Tried Houdini a while back, and it's great for procedural modeling and sims, but trying to use it like traditional, yeah, no, it doesn't. Like I remember doing the teacup tutorial that I was following, and I'm like, why in God's earth is this so complicated? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Because I need this nice swoop curve that I'm getting up here, because that's kind of important to the flow of this. But this stupid little, like... trying to think of a better way to do that while I work on cleaning all this up. I am honestly surprised, though, that Houdini hasn't tried to, like, actually change its... I don't like the way that looked. Change its modeling package, but they don't really need to. I'm an environment artist. I work a lot in Maya, layout and blocking, and then working with Node and Houdini for more specific stuff. But yeah, I get more creativity in Maya. No, that's cool. That's awesome that you're an environment artist. That is something I try to do good at, and I'm terrible at it. But yeah, Houdini I could see being awesome for use cases like that, but otherwise it's just kind of rough. I'm wondering if I should just start removing or reducing. I think that's what I'm gonna do. As much as I don't want to. Let's look at this. So if we go like that, I'm gonna do a multi-cut. This is gonna create a triangle for a minute here. A couple of them. Okay. And then what we want to do, just think about this for a second. It's going to create that issue, so that's fine. I knew that was going to happen. Because I want to funnel these guys down. So, think about this. That'll create a try. Destroy to rebuild 3D artist life. Yeah, basically. I kind of drives me nuts because like I wish I had like spent more time. I've spent a lot of time like redoing this guy or this portion, but honestly, that's the only part that's kind of trashed right now. And like once it's done, it's done. So, oop. It's just this part that's giving me... I have had the hardest time for the longest time getting cylindrical objects to look super smooth on, you know, hard surface models. So it's a struggle for everyone. All right, so we're going to a quad, and then back down to a triangle, which we don't want to try. So let's think about how to split this. Because I could do a line here. So if I do... Let me think about this. If I go like that, bam, that creates a quad there. Hold that. The only issue is mesh tools, multi-cut. This does terminate down to 1, which is perfect because that creates a quad there once I get rid of that. And then I can just add another one there. But how are we looking when we smooth that? It's actually okay. Okay. So let's do this. Much as I hate to. Delete edge vertex. It's gonna be awesome. Have a good night. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, Lysor. Alright, cool. So there we go. Wondering, so mesh tools, insert edge loop. So I can now drag across entirely, which this is why I spent this much time doing this. Is so I can just easily fix things on the go. So technically, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're good there. And really, I don't even need that junk there. So what I can do is target weld these across. Maybe not. I might need to keep that. I mean, not really, because we don't really have any issue there, so it looks good. Looks good. An industry model shows 3 or 1 by... Thanks for your live. Thank you. You're welcome. In the industry model shows in 3 or 1 by just giving bevel. What do you mean, Srivatas? Alright, so that guy's kind of terminated. We need that pinch right there just because that's doing what it's supposed to, but I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of close this up a bit so it doesn't look as stupid. Two, three, four. Okay. Cool. So that gives us less to deal with up here, which is good. Now let's look over here. What do you do? Nothing important currently. Yeah, now we can get rid of that one. Alright, so mesh tools. Delete edge vertex. We'll keep that one. That one's a corner loop, so we definitely want to keep that one. This one... goes all the way across the model. Okay, get rid of that. Let's see. Okay, just trying to clean this up as best as we can here. All right. Where do you go? That goes to a corner. Don't want to delete that, but this one. That one I kind of need to maintain. This one though, let's see. Delete edge vertex. See what you do. Definitely causes a bit of a issue back here. Alright, so not worrying about the fact that that is no longer cylindrical. We're getting rid of some of the bumpiness, but not all of it yet. Also, what is this? If I delete that, what happens? Not enough to warrant keeping it. Damn, I was going to ask something on Discord, but then I saw your live. Here's a good place to ask then. How you doing, Kedzer? Okay. So we're keeping that. Okay, that's the inside of that. So let's look at this for a second here. So what I'm going to do is delete that, delete that. I'm going to recircularize this. Gonna be all jacked up and funky. All right. Let's do an edge slide. We'll just kind of correct these a little bit. Maybe not. I do a surface slide maybe? Kind of. That's gonna trash that. Let's not do that. Okay. Let's take this inner circle. We'll rotate it slightly. And then I'm gonna just take this. I'm actually gonna just delete that. I don't want to work with that right there. Okay, doing good. How's it going with you? It's going good. I am really working to hopefully finish this tonight, because I'd like to be done with this. But God, if it isn't these cylinders that always give me a problem. Alright, so... Circularize. I don't need that to drop that low. I also kind of need it smaller, so... A lot of this is just me being picky, too. But, I want to make sure this looks right. Is that a projector or something? No, this is BD-1, so if you want to see it real quick, this is what we're working on. I'm just cleaning up the topology on the head so I can get ready to start UVing this thing. You could just extrude. Yeah, no, exactly. Alright, actually 2 questions about UV since they're related, but one is like, do you ever use several UDIMs for a more hero prop? And second, would you be, what do you think would be the appropriate textile density for a hero prop? I know it depends on how close you're going to be on, so on. That's a good question. I don't tend to pay attention to that just because a lot of the stuff I do isn't necessarily for some sort of like engine or final project. But I can tell you, yeah, for something like this especially, I would go with UDIMs, just because there's a lot more in here that I want to capture. It just really depends on when I'll use UDIMs. I don't use them a lot, though. I tend to just be really lazy and try to get 4K texture maps to make up for my lack of using something. Alright. Sorry, Hello Mega flopped in the middle of the sentence. Trying to think of some... Oh, no, you're good. You're super good. Yeah, I don't tend to really focus on textile density, unfortunately. I know that's kind of a big focus for, like, game engines and things like that, but I do not tend to post on them. That's cool, bro. Thank you so much. Okay, so how are we doing on bumps? Bumps are better. Bumps are much better. We only have this one back here, and then this weird divot right here, which I might be able to just solve this way. So if I do an edge loop here, let's think about this for a second. So if I go smooth this to escape. So where's this bump happening? So this bump is actually kind of happening because I don't have any support going across this. So let's see if we can't do that. Mesh tools. I haven't touched this area yet, so I don't know if this is going to go across the way I want. It's definitely not. Okay. So that's a problem. Okay. Well, I've hated this area for a little bit here, so it's time to actually look at this. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go mesh tools. How do I want to do this? Because I can totally go across. It would just involve deleting a little bit of this and then working that into it. I gotta think about this here for a second. That's nasty. What happened there? Okay. This whole thing just needs to be adjusted over here. What do you do? Okay. So we're gonna delete that. I need to just set up Control Delete as a hotkey, or get used to using it anyway. All right. Let's target weld that guy. We're gonna do the same thing up here. Simplify this as much as possible, because I didn't pay attention when I made this. Okay. And honestly, I do think I want to just rip this out. Okay, so that should go like that. And then I can work on the main portion of this, as well as the getting this added back in. Thanks, but yeah, I've heard from several film artists that they UDIMs quite often. It's nice, pretty much the first sub-D model with proper workflow. I was wondering about this part. Yeah. UDIMs are pretty cool. I didn't really know about them until about a year or so ago. And so I've been experimenting with them on and off, but I haven't really worked them into my workflow just yet. This looks like crap over here. Okay, so if I grab that and pull that out, okay, that does what I want. So we're gonna go mesh tools, edit mesh. Just gonna extract this guy. And I'm gonna move that out of the way for now. Okay. So what I really want to focus on is fixing this god-awful geometry in here. Because this should be, yeah, that's all one thing. Okay, so that's good. Delete that. And then we're going to work on kind of just cleaning this. Because ideally we can work this into this mesh. So mesh tools, insert edge loop. So if I go like this, that's going to create that. So if I Q escape 3, that gives me the edge that I want without the flow that I want. So that needs to be fixed now. Surface slide. Let's see if we can't just... Nope. We'll try edge. Sometimes that works. That worked. Okay, 3. That should be a better transition, so that's better. Okay. Alright, and so one of the big issues I have is there's no bottom support here, so we're going to fix that. Are there any performance drawbacks to using UDIMs? Not that I've experienced. I'm sure there could be, depending on how many you use. But, yeah, not that I've actually, like, experienced in my working with them. I could see if you had, like, a more dense character or whatever you were working on, it would probably cause you some grief. But yeah, not that I've experienced, but I've never done anything like super crazy with them. I'm not out here building like Transformers for Michael Bay or something. Alright, so that edge loop, what did you do? So you went around, okay. Yeah, that's acceptable. Okay. Cool. Escape 3. Okay, object mode. Alright, cool. So we got that nice cut. I'll have to fix that a little bit because we've got this weird, like, under bowing. Let's see. Also, got some weirdness up here. So we'll have to figure that out. But we're getting there. I think really what I'm going to do is just scorch earth this entire section right here. And start it over. Because I have no way to wrap an edge loop through this thing if I want to. And that was an oversight. Okay. We're going to do a multi-cut. I'm going to end it right here, though. I'm not going to go into the circle just yet. Or into the cylinder. Nice thing is I only have to do this on this side, so different. Be max. Let's see. It would be max 2 UDIMs, just because I can't fit all the shells into a single tile. No, I get that. Yeah, I was gonna ask you some time ago if you had done a tutorial on this topic, but I saw you were on vacation. I didn't want to bother you. Oh no, that's totally fair. I haven't yet. I am starting to do some like material-based tutorials right now, so I'm sure some of you guys have seen those. So right now, kind of focusing on some of the questions I get pretty often, which are like, you know, importing materials into Maya from Substance, stuff like that. I do want to do some more in-depth UV stuff, so that is coming eventually. It took me a surprising amount of time to get back into the flow of things. Which is good, you know, I needed the vacation, so... Okay. That... much nicer. What is that? What the hell happened there? Oh. Oh, okay. That's my fault. So the question is, mesh tools, insert edge loop. So if I go add an edge loop, that'll stop over there. Okay. So that's fine. Cool. All right. Awesome. So now I've got this nice little square in here. And I can extrude that inwards. And then reattach this thing the way it needs to be reattached. Oop. Cool. Modify center pivot. And then actually what I also need to do is clean this thing up because it's a mess. Take your time. Well deserved time off. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it for sure was much needed, but I am happy to be back from it all. Let's see. So looking at this, we do have this weird little area right here. Which I can see is a major problem. Okay. Why do you exist and what are you for? Oh man, why did I do this? So what does this edge loop even do? Nothing. I mean, it does something, but like... ugh. Actually, really, all it does is screw things up. So here's what we're going to do. Mesh tools, delete edge vertex. It's a good time to remind everyone, if you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you hit the like button. It does help. Delete edge vertex. Make sure I'm not missing anything on Instagram. I have to check Instagram constantly because like it stops scrolling. And I don't want to miss people. Like it just did. Alright. So, the issue we have going on here is there is no connection there. So that's cool. So mesh tools, multi-cut, just pop that across. And then honestly, I'm going to level this out as well. I'm so excited to do this to my spaceship too. I'm not excited at all. All right. That's useless. Mesh tools, set a mesh, delete, control. I just need to remember control, delete. I'm so bad at remembering to use like shortcuts. We're gonna do it. Control D. What? Oh, control delete. My bad. Stupid. Okay. So that's better. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Except really, I'm gonna keep that. So mesh tools, insert edge loop. Going to add, oh. It's gonna look gross for a second, hold on. Ah, damn. It's not the worst though. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to take this one and just get rid of it. What happened there? Okay. Mesh tools. Nope. I'm going to force myself to learn this one. I'm so bad at hotkeys. Okay, this music is droning. I can't. It's got to be something better. We'll do this one. It's at least somewhat better. Okay. So the only issue there is we now have a triangle here that we shouldn't have. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So, I'm gonna figure out how to get rid of that. And I can tell exactly how I want to do that. Okay. Pull you out. Sharky! Sir, I have a question. What is the bottle of water you sent text as a giveaway thingy? Oh god, that was I don't know if that company even exists anymore, but it was called Tal. I think it was called Tal. But yeah, that's what I sent him. Hi Sharky. Hi Stigma. Hello. Hi everybody. How are you doing tonight? Okay. We're just working on some stuff. That's not what I wanted to do. How are how are the kittens doing, Stigma? They doing okay? It's been a while since I've seen them or heard an update on them. How's it going? The water bottle I won or a different one? Yeah, you won the same one. Yeah, the one that cost me $10 but $80 to ship to Canada. It's an over-exaggeration. It cost me like 40, but still. I'm still bitter about how much that was. But yeah, I think it's the same water bottle, amulet. I'm pretty sure that was the same bottle. Yeah, I simply do not understand why it costs so much to ship to Canada because, like, it's landlocked. Like, there's a land. There's no flight. Like, it doesn't have to be sent on an airplane. Could have said no, letting me win the giveaway. I could have, but that was because I was stupid and I didn't realize how expensive shipping to Canada was. But that's also why I don't ship outside the US anymore. Whenever I do a giveaway again, which at some point I'd like to. I'm just trying to find find a good thing to do as a giveaway. Okay, so that's better. It's been a minute, so I'll show everyone how this is going. There you go. There's BD-1. Looking super cool. So ready to be done with him. I've been good. I've been real good. How have you been? Bridge. Okay. This is all part of making this into a quad. The only issue is not liking the way that's turning out so far. So, will you ship to Hawaii? I don't know. Is it cheap to ship to Hawaii? Are you going to move to Hawaii, Sharky? I feel like for whatever stupid reason, it's probably still cheaper to ship to Hawaii than it is Canada. Probably more expensive with the USA, so I don't know. I don't know how much it would be to Hawaii. Like, I've been stressing out. I got my bills for college, and I'm trying to figure that shit out. Ooh, that sucks. I thought weren't you on like a scholarship? I thought you had like a scholarship. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, what are you? You need to be eliminated. So we're gonna go mesh tools. Nope. Keep telling myself. Okay. Let's just. Oh. What in the world? Oh, hi. That's weird. Okay, so that guy is needed, but not yet. Control delete. All right, we're just kind of rebuilding this. No, I wish. Yeah, I didn't get any scholarships either, so don't feel too bad. I remember when Full Sail, when I signed up for Full Sail, and they messaged me, or they called me, and they were just like, hey, oh, you get our advancing education scholarship. I'm like, sweet, what does that mean? And they're all, oh, you get $750 off your tuition. I'm like, oh boy, that really helps for $65,000. Thanks. Don't go to Full Sail. Madness! How are you? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Guess what? What? Sorry. Why are you saying sorry? Hello, Dave. Hi, guys. Good to see you all. Okay, actually, I'm gonna leave that. No? No. That's looking like Dookie. Okay, so we want to straighten that out as much. This is looking kind of crappy too. So let's do this. Pull that out a bit. Trying to figure out where my problems are here. I have a lot of them, but I don't know where they all are. Ah, right. Oh God, I hate you. You reached 400? Hell yeah, congrats. That's awesome, Stigma. Congratulations. I just pick up more hours from work this summer as well, so my bills was like, yeah, I need to. Madness, how's your school going? And Roy, I'll get you for that someday. Okay. See, it's funny. It looks like it was smooth, but it wasn't. It was a lie. Amulet, I'm curious. Have you watched The Acolyte yet? I'm probably going to start it tonight. Okay. Bills love to kick our asses. Yes, they do. Doesn't help the fact that I need to buy a laptop and tools. Oof. Classes are well for music. I did paper on Baby Metal and Electric Cowboy. That is awesome. I love that. Let's do that. I've not watched it. Came out today, right? No, it came out yesterday, actually. This edge loop's not even necessary, is it? Why am I fighting with this? Nope. Why am I fighting with it? There's no reason to be fighting with it. All right. Close that up. Good morning. IAMNK. I don't know what to. I don't know how to say that. But good morning. It's good to see you. Multicut. If you guys did not know, I'm live on Instagram. I'm live on Twitch. I am live on YouTube. Whatever your platform is, suits your fancy, I am probably on it. Except for Kick. Screw Kick. We're not doing Kick ever again. Okay. IDK when I will. Probably will wait for the whole show to drop. I'm not interested. Star Wars has been letting me down a lot. Well, apparently this one's not bad. As long as you can get past the fact that the main actor has no idea that what he was saying in an interview. Or one of the main actors, anyway. Leave that. Just kind of cluster that better. And just want this to be straight and clean. See, this is how this should have been built the first time, but I was dumb. All right. So we're going to delete this face. And we're going to delete that face, because why not? And I think this might do what I want it to. I'm not really sure, though. Potentially. And yes, if you were wondering, this is not fun. This does not spark joy at all. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm actually going to delete that edge there. Let's go right here. We're going to flatten that out. And then just rebuild this. Multi-cut. Okay. That's a pretty straight piece, so going to flatten it and then just pull it back out. Same with this one. That was weird. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Let's see. Marsha, hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for the biddies. Isn't this a show that was getting a lot of hate a couple of years ago because one of the actors was complaining about Star Wars being offensive or something? No. So that was, I think that ended up being fake. But the new thing is that one of the lead actors, and I forget his name, was talking about what do you call it? Was talking about the villains in Star Wars, and he went on this like 3-minute rant about how Anakin killed a bunch of people on the Death Star, and like that never happened. So there were like a bunch of his like co-actors that were like, hey, you should probably shut up because you're saying like incorrect information and the fan base is going to crucify you. And they have, for sure. It is hot. It's miserable. Me and my wife were at Best Buy the other day looking at air conditioners because we're just like, we should just go buy a second like portable air conditioner because this shit's getting ridiculous. It is way too freaking hot. All right, mesh tools. We're gonna do a multi-cut. Go bam, bam. What actor? The guy from Squid Game? No, not him. He actually apparently knows his role really well. What the hell's his name? Let me see. Star Wars Acolyte. Let me see. What is his name? Oh, Charlie Barnett. Yeah, Charlie Barnett. He apparently did not research his role at all. We just bought one. Yeah. Yeah, we might have to because it's getting stupid hot. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do, go edit mesh. Not gonna do it that way. I'm gonna do it. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay, it's fine. Mesh tools, multi-cut. This is why you do this right the first time, so you don't have to go back through and do this like I'm doing this right now. Enter. Okay. Beautiful. Nice little quad. Multi-cut. Alright, cool. There we go. Another thing I've been doing is I've been going for bike rides lately. I've been so filled with stress, I started to bike again. Haven't since 2019. That's good. I mean, exercise is the best way to like relieve stress, so. We have also been bike riding again. It's been really nice. Alright. Okay. Are you just stressed because of like school or like anything else going on? Okay, boom. Mesh tools. Yeah. I don't know why that's selecting that in the back, but whatever. Okay, that's flowing so much better. Okay, so we've got this triangle. This guy has to go, which means this edge loop has to go. So let's do this. We're going to delete that. I'm going to go, just extrude this across. Vertex. Target weld. And there's nothing to target weld that to just yet, so go boop boop. There we go. Alright, cool. Much better. Much nicer. And that gives us a quad up here to deal with, so Q escape. Edge, edge, boom, boom. Awesome. How hot is it getting up there for you, Marcia? Hey, Kat, how you doing? School, it's expensive. Yeah, no, school is very expensive. I do not wish the price of school on anyone. That's useless. My work has asked me a couple of times, do you want to go back to school? And I'm like, nope. I'm still paying for school. I don't want to go pay for more school. And they're like, oh, but it's a reimbursement. I'm like, no, that means I have to pay for it first. So no. That, and I don't want to do IT anymore because computers suck. All right. That is so much better. Oh my God. I have 91 today. What did it get to here? We're at 92, so we beat you by 1. So take that. I hate how hot it gets during the summer now. Okay, so if I smooth that, it's holding its shape pretty well. That's surprisingly holding its shape very well. The cool thing is, mesh tools, insert edge loop. I can now do this. And that's what I wanted to be able to do. Okay, cool. I just should have paid a little bit more attention. Okay. I should probably just turn off or turn on back face lighting, two-sided lighting. There we go. All right, that's better. Do I want to do it that? Yeah, probably. All right, so mesh tools. Edit mesh, combine. All right, so let's look at this. So we're gonna have some issues for sure. What does this one do? So that's a supporting edge loop. But it doesn't have to be. Does it? No, it's actually kind of all over the place. So let's clean that up a bit. That shouldn't be changing anything crazy. Only thing that's going to do is allow me to just kind of put this right here where I want it. And that means I can attach these points. So, vertex, we're going to target weld these guys across. And we have some stuff there to worry about. So, let's go. We're just going to go through here and reattach where I can and then figure out where I can't. Most of this should be able to just reattach without any issue. Minus a few edge loops, which is the goal of what I just spent too much time doing. All right. Cool. So here's my dilemma. I can do that. Still gives me a straight across. Oh no, actually that's kind of perfect. It doesn't look great, but that part's hidden, so I'm not super worried about it. Okay, so there's some chunky grossness going on there. So let's fix that. We're going to lift this piece up. Wow, okay. What's going on over here? Let's figure this out. Ooh, there's some gnarly stuff going on here. Don't even know where to start here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to delete stuff. And kind of hope for the best. Okay. Yeah, there were a bunch of extra faces over here. This is another reason why this is really good, because you go through here and you find all these extra problems that you didn't know you had. Like that being an issue. Okay, vertex. Let's just drag these real quick. Hold on, chat. I'll take a look in just a second. Okay. Just don't want to lose my thought process here. Okay. Keep saying to myself that I shouldn't be complaining because it isn't expensive compared to other people, but I don't have all the money just yet. You're lagging pretty bad, am I? That would be in video. I'll just turn that off. Ooh. Come on. Save scene. Is that better? Let's see if that's better. Encoder overloaded. What is happening here? Why is my encoder overloaded? Hold on, guys. Let me fix this. Instagram's running perfectly, which is what's really annoying. Stop recording. Oh, I bet you that's what it was. I think that might have been instantly better. Testing, testing, testing. Yeah, that looks like it's better. Okay. If it's not better, let me know. Try recording again. Much better. Okay. Well, that's fun. All right. So back to this. Vertex, target weld. We're going to pop that there, pop that there. So now we have these two that don't have loops going through. But the problem there, and this actually might be a big issue. Oh, so if I do this, what does that do exactly? That creates a new, creates a bit of a problem. But if I want this to be what I need it to be, I kind of have to do this. So that sucks, but I'm going to fix it. So, okay. Oh. Please focus. I also noticed that I trashed the outside here. Not too bad. I can fix that. Okay, so those go through. So the issue is they go through and they stop up here. So that's the problem. So what I got to do now, because if I try to do an insert edge loop, it loops. So we don't want that loop. So we have to kill that loop. And one of the easier ways to do that is just going to be to delete these faces. Delete that. Is that an extra? No. I just missed some stuff. Okay, there we go. Alright. So let's look at this. I think what I'm going to do is just delete that too. You too. Alright. So from here, it's a sad day when your air conditioner is running at max and your house is still like almost 80 degrees inside. Okay. So let's weld these guys across. So if you guys are unfamiliar with what I'm doing, I'm making sure everything flows properly with this model, because that loop back issue that you just saw there, that can't, you don't want that. So let's see. I think both of these need to actually be deleted, so just kind of keep recouping this. Ooh. And I remember this one specifically because I'm like, that's a future map problem. And I regret that. So let's go. We'll go straight here. No. Let's see. Think about how to do this. Because I want that to connect down here. Alright, so mesh tools, insert edge loop. So we're going to go straighten that out. Go right there. Go ahead and connect those guys. Same thing here. Okay. Alright, that gives us that nice loop across. So, now, Saptac, what am I working on? This is BD-1 from Star Wars. So here, I'll show you guys what we got going so far. So this is the model. I'm just finishing up the head here. That way I can get this in the UV and substance. You know, the reality is I could probably just do it this way. And I'm going to try this. I don't know if this is necessarily going to work for me, but we're going to give it a shot. This would be one area where I would sacrifice having a triangle. Okay, so my problem here, insert edge loop, is I can do this. Okay. Face, edge. So we'll do Control Delete, get rid of that. We're gonna get creative here. Because I'm thinking, actually might be it. I might have just solved my issue. I think I did. But I have 2 triangles now because of that, so I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix it with a single edge loop. Boom. Looks like a triangle. It is not. All right. Same thing here. Go bridge. Okay. That's so much better. Okay. Minus the weird issues that I have there. So, cool. Getting there. Hi, sir. BPR, how are you? It's good to see you. Leet, what's up? How are you? You're not new here. Shoot, my subs. Oh, my thing closed. Hold on. Make sure I didn't miss any YouTube. Nope, we're good. Lion. Leet, how you doing, buddy? Oh, there's still a little hole over here. That's a problem. Or is it? Ooh, that's an issue. So that... is it a problem? It's not a problem. This works out so well. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. We'll just target weld that to that, and boom! Beautiful. Oh, that's... Why is it doing that? What is that? What are you? What are you and why are you? That should be okay. Oh, it's doing that because it's a... Yeah, that's alright. I can fix that. Cool. Alright. Start making some wood art for hospital patients? Nice, that's cool. What kind of wood art? Like engraving? Things are working out again. Wood burning. Show the hospital director and they fell in love with it. That's cool. I love that. We used to have the hospital system I used to work at. We used to have volunteers that would knit blankets and stuff like that. And it was always really cool to see them give them to patients. I'm a fan of your works. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A we did on Instagram. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so that guy terminates down, so I'm not worried there. So looking at this, I think... What are my issues? So my issues are is that's no longer straight. So we got to fix that. Insert edge loop, which should be straight across, not a big issue. Okay, that helped that. Okay. That solves that issue. I have to pull that in a little bit. And then G. This is why I did this. Because cleaning that up is so much easier now. Okay. So this just needs to be kind of fixed. Let's see. Ooh, that's not how that should be. But I see why it is that way. Okay. That's fine. Usually I make pens for war vets and active duty military personnel. That's cool. That's awesome. At one point in my life I wanted to get into doing like custom pens, but then I gave up on that. I always thought it was cool. Hello, I bought Random Flow. That's great. What's Random Flow? Not sure what Random Flow is. Let's find out. Random mesh generator designed for fast and easy hard surface prototyping and concept. Oh, okay, I see. Nice, that's cool. Seems like a good plugin for Blender. Okay. So we've got a lot going on here. So, all right, mesh tools, insert edge loop. I usually make, okay, I already read that. So if I insert an edge loop here, and then one here, smooth that out. We are looking a lot better. We're getting a little bit of craziness right there, but that can be fixed. So issue here, that's no longer sharp. That's funky. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh. I see the problem. That's cool, Lead. I didn't know you did that. That's really awesome. Technically, that makes a quad. So, honestly, not super worried about that. How's this looking? So the other issue I have here is I made these ears too big. Or these like little like things. I don't know what we want to call those. They're both the same, so I can easily just... Cool. Just drop that and scale a bit. Get that lined back up in there. Okay, I underestimated how much I scaled that. Okay, that feels much better, actually. Cool. Alright. Tried making pens for NASA, but they chickened down. I imagine their specifications are pretty high. Kelsey, thank you for the resubscription. How many months has that been? 36 months. 3 years, Kelsey. 3 years. Thank you so much for the support for 3 years. God, that's crazy. 3 years is a long time. Damn, that looks so much better. Yep, 3 years. That's wild. That's crazy. Z, what's up? How you doing? Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Alright, so... got some flow issues with this piece. I'm going to pull that in. I'm going to match this more up with the front just because that's where it matters right now. Kelsey, how are you doing? Mesh, mirror. Whoa. What? Okay. Let's see. Lock that out. Mesh, mirror. Okay, it just doesn't like that. We'll do object. Bounding box. In the positive direction. Okay, that's much better. Alright, there's a little bit that we got to adjust there. That's not a big deal. Bro, for texturing, which software are you using? I will be exclusively using Substance Painter because there's no better way at this point. Good, just trying to get my shit together for Friday, but other than that, we're all good. How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm hot as hell, but I'm doing good. It's way too freaking warm out here. Okay. Get that lined up as we can. Okay. Should be pretty close to perfect. It is. Only thing I don't like about that, and I may have to redo that a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, is it hot out there today? Is it hot? Ooh, 105. Well, you're in Arizona. That's good weather in Arizona. Yeah, it's 92 out here, and I'm dying. All right. So close, man. So freaking close to finishing this. All right, so cool. So let's do this. I'm gonna show, isolate, view selected. All right, so let's figure out where we need to change things. First of all, that's scaled, so this needs to be scaled too. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave that there. This whole thing needs to come inside. All right. Oh, I wish there was an easy way to select all that. There actually is. This is a fun little trick. Hold on a second. just actually, let's not do that just yet. Wait a minute. Yeah, there's some nastiness going on in there. Okay. So what we're going to do is select everything. It's not what I wanted. God. Screw it. It's the only thing I hate about 3D is sometimes you have to like go through and manually select things, and it's a pain in the butt. Although I suppose this could be worse. Just like painting. Which I'm super excited about. I might eventually be getting a Cintiq. Still trying to figure it out, but might be able to get a tablet, which will be really cool for sculpting and painting and all that stuff. Because I've never actually had one. Okay. I've had like a basic one that I had from school, but it sucked. Okay, gotta miss that. All right. Missed all of this. Okay, got it all. Can you explain an easy way of unwrapping? Not so much an easy way, but just like a better way to do it would be to go through and just like pre-plan the way you're gonna do it. Like, really, unwrapping comes down to just getting super comfortable with like understanding the flow of your model. So there isn't really like an easy way to do it, but that kind of helps. Pull these guys in. Deselect all that junk. Okay. I do the same thing up here. I think really unwrapping just gets faster. Like, you just eventually get faster at it the more you do it. It's kind of one of those things, like, unfortunately it comes down to just doing it constantly. There are some tools that make it faster, but if you're using just like base Maya, then yeah, you're kind of stuck for a little while there. All right. So I see what I did wrong down here. Please give me that. Thank you. Okay. All right. Good, good. Is that gonna let me? It might. Nope, just that one. Okay. All right. Just trying to get that cleaned up. This can just flatten out there. All right, cool. Getting close, everybody, getting close. Till the real horrible part begins. And that's the UV mapping. Okay. No. No, Maya, come on, no. Oh, shit. Maya just crashed. Damn it. Crap. How long has it been since I saved? That sucks. Oh, it didn't. Oh. Whew. Ooh, the panic. Okay. Thank you. Thank God. Because I'm pretty sure it had been almost like 30 minutes since I saved last. How often do you save your progress? I try to every 5 minutes. Okay, that's better. Aside from that, don't pay attention to that. Hi, sir. I'm fresh in modeling. Are you enjoying it so far? Is it something that you find that you like? Don't know if this is necessarily going to be the best idea in the world, but it should do what I need it to. Almost. Okay. Still doing some weirdness there. Oh, it's pinching. Try that. See that? That's good. Okay. That just needs to be mesh tools inserted. So we'll just drag one here. Should do what I need it to. Or not. That's fine too. Honestly, from far away though, that doesn't matter. So, not gonna worry about that. I'm well currently cooking. Yeah, what are you cooking, Z? I love watching you. All of you model things. I really hated it. It's so hard for me. I guess I got really used to it. I love doing it though. It's super calming. But I'm glad you enjoy watching it. That's what's important. I need this guy. So I'm going to slightly adjust this to fit my need here. Much better. Okay. That looks good. Looks solid from away. Everything's flowing really well. This down here looks terrible, but I can fix that by just kind of dropping the bottom face a little bit. So let's do that. Shift, nope. Oh, Control Z. Shift I. Ooh, the bottom is a mess. Okay, so there's... This might do more harm than good, but we are gonna do our damnedest. Also don't know where a lot of these are going. Yeah, it's as high up as we're going. Wait, what? Whoa. Okay. It's not loading a bunch of them in. Or it is, and I'm just looking at it wrong. Oh, God. Okay. Am I just selecting a bunch of random junk? Yep. Am I hoping this doesn't trash my model? Absolutely. Okay. So let's see the damage here. Okay, so we can actually get away with what we got. That's good. Just need to deselect some of this stuff and then reselect some things that got missed. So that's pretty good. What things are important for a fresh modeling show reel? If you're going for specifically just modeling, make sure your edge flow is on point because they will look for that. Make sure that you demonstrate good technical and artistic skill because those are going to be your most important like variables when it comes to that stuff. But overall, just showcase pieces you're proud of and showcase your technical skill. And if you don't have that technical skill, find ways to practice it because it's very important. It's one of the reasons why I've been spending so much time on this piece because technically it was not very solid. Mayor, how are you? Good to see you. I was like that with Photoshop. It was my jam. I am actually pretty terrible with Photoshop. I just I do things and it just works sometimes. But I never really learned how to be a good artist with Photoshop. That's fair. I forget that you took those media classes. Were you in that class when that one dude threw the chair at that one chick? I'll leave names off just in case. Stool, I should say. He threw a stool at her. Watch your quick tips. They're awesome. Loved your proficiency in Maya. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, I wish I was. Oh, damn. I wish I was too. I just remember hearing about it. Funny thing about that one, Kelsey. So you remember that teacher, right? So she quit. And back when I was still working for the hospital system out here, I was going to take a job at that school teaching animation. And we were going through the interviews and everything, and it was all working out, and they were like, oh yeah, we'll get you a certificate and everything. And then it boiled down to where they were like, oh hey, we lost our media arts teacher. Will you teach that class too? And I was like, well sure, if you give me that pay, the pay for that. And they're like, oh no. That's not how that works. So I didn't end up taking that job. Making lard for a deep fat fryer in the deep fat fryer. Nice. I would have liked to have taught animation there. But now I do it on the internet, so that's cool too. Come do a bunch of work for no pay for what the fuck? This explains a lot though. Yeah, it's just... it was what it was. Really interested to know what you do for a living. I work in information technology, so I'm an application developer outside of this stuff, hoping to one day not have to do that anymore. That is my goal. Okay. How do you improve edge flow? God, I never have a good answer for that because I always get stuck on it. It's just one of those things you just kind of have to practice looking at and working through. I've rebuilt this entire thing basically at this point. Just because I've had to improve the edge flow on this. So I wish I had a better solid answer for you, NRT, but I don't. It's just one of those things you kind of have to work on. There's a film teacher, but he would yell at my face. Granted, I wasn't his best student. Oh, you're talking about... Whoa, Jesus. What was that? Sharky, you played that and knocked a bottle off my desk. There's a film teacher. I think that was John. I don't mind name dumping him because he was an asshole. See? I'm there with you in real life. Oh man, I'm cursed. You need this. I'm hydrating. Hydrated AF. Okay, so I gotta...
Do I look like a real boy, Papa?
Yes. I need to cut this in half again. Which means I need to select this entire rear portion. So we're gonna do this. Gonna deselect all that junk. And then I think... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to paint this off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was John that you're talking about, Kels. One chicken showed up class drunk and threw a ball over the table. Naresh, how to improve edge flow? Just kind of like what I'm doing is just kind of going through and seeing where things should be connecting. You want to, again, like, it's hard to answer that just because, like, it kind of comes down to you learning how things connect, and it's very dependent on every single model that you work on. Edge flow is just it's a skill learned. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to teach. But, I mean, you know, the basic rules, just make sure things are flowing together, make sure everything's connecting together, and, like, my general rule with edge flow, because this was also asked on Instagram, if I can't draw an edge loop entirely through the model, there's a problem. Unless, of course, there's a piece that I built specifically that I knew that was going to be an issue with. I hope that helps. I know it's not like the best answer, but it's kind of all I got. Nope, don't do that, please. I need that selected. Sure. I hope I've got this right. I'm not sure if this is going to work the way I wanted it to. You know what? Here, let's do this. I'm just going to select everything to this point. Should be enough. Yeah, that's good. All right. Mesh tools. Oh, I know there's a separate. So there you are. What? Excuse you. Mesh. Oh, that's right. You have to extract it, don't you? Just ever so slightly. Center pivot. Just tag that right back in there. All right, so all I'm going to do here is just select this guy. Delete that. That should be that entire piece. Good. Sure didn't miss anything. No, we didn't. There was some crazy stuff that happened in that class, Kelsey. Like, that class was... That dude had no right being a teacher. At all. Let's make sure this is good. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I need to stop being so nitpicky about this bottom part. I do need to fix that, though. Alright. So that's cool. Some stuff needs to happen here real quick though. How long have you been in this field? So I don't work in the field. but I've been doing 3D animation for about 15 years. Or 3D modeling, animation, like all of that. Working with Maya for about 15 years. Is it 15 years? I think about it. It's been a while now because I'm 32. So, and I started working with it when I was like 16. And it's been a little bit more than 15 years. Missed out though. Would have been a good asset for them. No, yeah, it was. And I had talked to the superintendent, which you remember her. And I just said, like, look, I can't take that much of a pay cut for 2 jobs. I'm like, that's just not going to work. Because it was a pretty significant pay cut for me. On top of the fact that, like, they wanted me to teach multiple classes. So, just didn't work out. Is it going to let me bridge that? It is. Cool. Kind of. That's funky looking, but that's fine. Alright, how we doing? So that's good. It's got a nice flow to it. I'm not super worried about that. I do kind of want to fix that, though. Just because it's not looking the greatest. But unfortunately, that's going to be on a per side basis. So I need to worry about that once I mirror this. So mesh, mirror, object, bounding box, positive. Okay, cool. 3. Better. 3. Those are currently not attached to each other, so that's fine. Alright. 1, mesh, combine. Alright, so if I select that outer edge and I select that outer edge, is this going to work for me? Or is it going to just say, screw you? Oh yeah, it said screw you. Okay, that's fine. Not the biggest deal in the world. Ooh, that's a problem. No, it's okay. Hey, how do you just feel that hole? You close the hole, Addy? What do you mean? A little confused by your question there. Target well. Okay. The mayor, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I want to start 3D animation. I want to ask that where to start 3D animation. Start with the ball. Start with learning how to animate a bouncing ball, and then work your way up to more complex objects. Grab yourself, if you can, a copy of the animator's survival book or survival handbook or something like that. Super good book about learning just kind of like how to keyframe animate, how to work with certain aspects of animation, and then also working with like curve flows. And then otherwise, just have fun with it. You know, do things that excite you. That's gonna look terrible. All right. Okay. All right, so we have some stuff rolling through here that's not working. Oop, there's some extra faces there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. No, they're not. Oh, crap. That sucks. I wondered why that was such a big gap. Crap. All right. Why is that built that way? That's actually a huge problem. I get upper hand if I learn rigging with 3D animation. Oh yeah, absolutely. Rigging isn't important. Like, will you be rigging your own characters or your own like subjects that you're animating? Probably not, but it is a super marketable skill to be able to do both. So I would for sure recommend that. There's, oh man, so that's technically the front of this. That and like I tend to believe that going for like a generalist type like workflow is probably the best. Just because you're gonna have a really good understanding of everything instead of just one single subject. Because that's becoming more and more popular. That's why usually with my projects I try to make sure I'm doing a bunch of different stuff. Okay. I still have no idea what happened here. So if I look at this, that's fine. And if I look at, oh, you know what? Okay, so come on, turn that off. So I do, okay. I think I see what happened here. And it just needs a little bit of finagling. Okay, vertex. Unless that's to there. That'd be a square, square, square. Okay, yeah. Okay. Niche that guy in there. Boom. Boom. Okay. Better. Better, better, better. How are you doing, the mayor? Or is it the Mayor? Mayor? If I'm saying it wrong, just correct me. I do not mind. Alright, so that was the issue we're having there. Okay. So that's an extra point that shouldn't exist, but needs to be connected to something, so... Alright. Couple of random issues over here. I hate that for me. Most studios want their modelers to be able to texture their work and want their animators to be able to rig models too. At least that's what I found. It's different. It's different wherever you go. So it really is dependent on like where you end up being. Studios that have like dedicated pipelines for individual artists to go through and do things like rigging or texturing be a lot different. But I do know like with certain game studios like it can be that way. Okay. And this is all jacked up on this side, which is really unfortunate. I don't understand how that happened. I'm gonna connect this side. I already did that, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, so there is a point that needs to be fixed. Most of these should be traveling through the model, but I don't know if they are. Okay, I see. I see what happened there. Alright, what am I modeling? This is BD-1 from Star Wars. So if I do show isolate view selected, this is what we're working on. We're just finishing up the head, then I'm going to start UVing it. It's the hope anyway. Till I run into some other issue. Mr. Discipline, how are you? Good morning indeed. My issue is... What's your issue, Connor? My curse is that I want to be able to do the entire pipeline myself and have to want to. Yeah, that's mine too. I tend to like to be able to do that. And I think it doesn't really come from like an area of control. For me, it comes from an area of just wanting to understand how it works and have a decent understanding of it. Because like it's the same thing. Like I work in IT, so I like to understand how things in IT work and flow together. And so I ask questions to learn that stuff. And I don't know, maybe people find it annoying, but to me, it's important to like kind of be a jack of all trades in a way. I really want to know how that got jacked up that way, because that doesn't make any sense to me. I assume... Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. That kind of makes sense. I think I might have like an extra loop over here somewhere. Okay. So I need to figure out where that is. Gotta run, but I'll catch you tomorrow evening. Kelsey, have a good night. It was good hanging out and talking with you. I'm good. I'm glad, Mr. Discipline. Good morning, Basavraj. Augustine, thank you so much for the follow. I wish Instagram let me know that without just like throwing it in the chat. Oh gosh. All right. So something weird happened here. I don't really know what happened. Because the reality of this is if I go and select that, that should flow all the way through. It does not. What if I smooth? Maybe that'll give me a better idea. That's a triangle. That's suspicious. What do you do? Yeah, I don't understand how that got all jacked up like that. Good morning, AvexY. How are you? I just want this to not be a problem. But it's going to be a problem until I figure out why it's broken. What does this do? Hold on a second. Maybe I'm just crazy. Oh, look, that's that. That's what that's supposed to be. What? Okay. Okay, so that's not correct. So you stop there. You make no sense. It doesn't make any sense because of the way this was shaped and built. Okay. So that's why. There's also a triangle here that shouldn't be here. So we're going to just delete that and just work on fixing this. Alright, so looking... That edge is working. That's not working, but that's fine. Okay. So if I select this now, that's still doing that weird loop back thing. Is there a vert in here somewhere that shouldn't be? Delete. Sometimes these get messed up when you mirror them across like that, so just see if that fixes that. It does not. Could be these two. Yeah, no, that's another issue entirely. So if I do vertex, there's something funky's going on there. Alright, so one thing I can do is just delete all of this. Do I want to do that? Not necessarily, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay. It's reminding me I need to save. That's still doing something really stupid, and I don't know why. It's like it's carrying this issue through the model. Mesh tools, multi-gut. Sure. That's fine. No. No, it's not. All right. All right, I'm going to have to move that. Okay. Mesh tools. Sometimes it's easier just to drag an edge loop through here. There we go. Okay. We will fix this. Or we will not. I don't understand that. It's flowing better now, though. It's starting to work. But I have a feeling... Oh, there we go. Okay. That's better. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. So, vertex. Let's go move these guys over. I'm going to target weld that to that. And then I've got a feeling I can do that. I'm going to have to delete this face here. All right, cool. Awesome. I think the only issue is I need something flowing through here. Let's see. Did I miss anything? No, we're good. For me, it comes to... let's see. Did I miss somebody? Okay, no. Kelsey already left. For me, it comes from a purely creative place. I want my model on my own characters, animate them, make my environments and props. I totally understand that. Totally get that. That's also why I generally just call myself like a generalist, because like, I don't know, I like the whole process. There's not enough support here. The only way to do that is going to be if that... Oh, nope, that creates another... Okay, so there's got to be a point where that flows, because like that's not making sense to me. Make it make sense. What do you do over here? So you go to that corner point, so that's kind of important. You also work with scan data. Very rarely, but it's something that I plan on doing some tutorials about, just because it's important to know, especially for retopologizing. Please upload rigging videos. I plan on doing rigging videos. I have to brush up my skills on rigging because it's been too long. I'm not quite there yet. gonna keep staring at this until I figure out what the hell the problem is here. Because from this perspective, that needs to be flattened out and moved over. This can be shifted. And then technically that connects to there. Right? So we're just missing a piece somewhere here. So what I could do is I could be super cheaty and I could just loop it up there. I wonder if I should, let's try it. I might cheat a little bit here. Okay. Vertex and merge. Okay, so that keeps it nice and sharp. No issue there. There's a little bit of a weird, I still don't know why that's doing that. Okay, so that creates an end gun. We don't want that, obviously. What can I do here? Because if I go mesh tool, insert edge loop, I can add that and add that. Okay, so that target welds that to that. I might just hide a triangle in here. I'm tempted. I'm real tempted, and I think I'm going to. Okay, so that creates an end gun. We don't want that. So let's think about this. That creates two triangles. Fixes a quad, creates an end gun. So let's think here. Face, edge, mesh tools, edit mesh, quad, end gun. How do you look? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I don't like that. But I can go boom. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still going to create another one. Suppose I just cut that in half, though. That'll be 1, 2, 4. Oh, that actually works. Hold on. Cool. Beautiful. Is it the prettiest thing in the world? No. But it works. And that whole area is covered up anyway. Okay. So we have some pinching going on over here that we can adjust. I'm going to do the edge slide. Just move that up slightly. Same thing with that guy. 3. That should resolve most of that. That does. Okay, awesome. Please teach rigging from beginner level because I will make a college project. I do plan on teaching rigging. I just don't have anything available just yet. Let me know if you need some scans. I definitely. Thank you. I have an iPhone. I have the LiDAR. What is it? Polycam? I have Polycam, but like I don't know. I haven't used it yet. I did plan on using it to scan a capacitor in my car so I could 3D model a new bracket for it. Make a tutorial on the best render settings for Arnold. Yes, actually I can. I could do that tomorrow. Potentially. I'll have to see what my schedule looks like tomorrow, but I can probably do that tomorrow. If you are interested in learning a little bit of Arnold, check out my fan tutorial. It's one of the first like tutorial series that I got out on my channel, and it goes through the whole process. So if there's parts of the process you don't understand for some reason, it's a good place to start. Yeah, that's a mess. Okay. I'm gonna play a really annoying game of trying to clean this part up real quick without totally trashing this. Okay. Beautiful. That's much nicer, except for in the front. Okay. Much better. Much better. All right. When I smooth the object, it goes into different shapes. What's the solution for that? You mean like if you smooth a box and it turns into kind of like a weird sphere? What do you mean by like weird shapes? Parth, hello. How are you doing? Generally, if you're getting weird shapes out of your smooths, you're probably just dealing with some need for some support loops. Okay. Cool. Just gonna line all this junk up and we'll be pretty much good. File, save scene, because it's been a hot minute. Okay, 3. Ooh, almost. Okay. Actually, it would help if there was like one more edge loop going through there, but I don't think... Yeah, I think the way I did that may be a little bit of an issue. I don't know. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Let's see if I can just add one. That should give you a nice slice. Nice cut, actually. Okay. Sweet. That's an issue. Let's look at this. He's actually looking good for once. All right, cool. So next thing is, let's Control D. Why are you not transforming that way? That's weird. Oh, I see why. Because it doesn't need to. Okay. Save scene. Any tips for a CGI artist? I mean, I guess it just depends on like what you're asking for tips wise. Yura, thank you so much for the follow. I can give you tips, but I need to know like what it is you need tips on. Okay. So there's a problem right there. And that's probably just because there's an extra edge loop there for some reason. Do I need it? Is the bigger question. On this side, I don't think I really do. Mesh tools, set of mesh, delete edge vertex. Might have to do a little bit of reshaping there, but like it never happened. Alright, now we gotta look at this guy. Because there's now an extra loop going through here. And I don't like it. Clean that up. Nabil, hi, how are you? Where can I do an internship for 3D Maya? You just need to find a studio that's actually supporting Maya, and you know, there's a lot of them, so there's plenty of options. You just gotta look around for them. The best place to find internships are going to be on sites like Glassdoor. I know there's one for like CG, like specific, but I'm not sure what it's called. So if somebody in chat knows that. Whoa. Now, how did that happen, huh? Okay, so I see what happened. Building a Ferrari FXX Evo in Maya is very difficult. How long will it take me though? It just depends on how fast you are, really. I can't necessarily say like how long it's going to take you, just because like you may be a little bit slower at it, you may be faster. Who knows? So it's really dependent on like your skill level. But it sounds like a cool project. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing good. Resequence, how are you? Good to see you. Where did that edge loop go? Oh, mother of God. Alright, mesh tools. Edge vertex. At some point here, I just have to give up and say, like, it's good. I'm gonna cheat a little bit, I think. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if this is necessarily gonna work out for me, but worth a shot. Because I'm quite ready to start just UVing this thing. There are very few L3D jobs are in market. It is true. I mean, yeah, the market's pretty saturated right now, unfortunately, but It'll hopefully get better. Don't discredit like doing commercial work though, like commercial like advertisements. Can actually be a really good place to generate some income. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work, but holy crap, it did. Sweet. Aside from that not being put together. Whoa, hello. Oh, I extruded something I shouldn't have. In the wrong direction. Oh, no. Hold on. Edge. And 3. Much better. Much better. Whoa, what happened here? Vertex. Some weird geometry going on there, but like they are technically quads. Oh, how did that happen? That didn't happen over here. How weird. I must have not selected something. Should I just... I'm just gonna go here. Just gonna go back a little bit. Okay. We're gonna do this the right way. Just because I don't want to deal with any other weird issues. Okay. And it's still doing something stupid, but now it's doing something stupid worse. What the hell? Is it because there's no... No, it's the same setup over here. It's just actually flowing correctly over here, and then over here it's just trash. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. It ignored what I did. Okay. Stupid. Please work this time. Better. There we go. Okay. That's fixed. Except for that. What's that? Why are you there? Doesn't matter. There's always something that gets missed. Alright. Bridge that. Good to go. 3. Model that. View selected. Much nicer. These need to sit just a tad bit lower, though. Okay, cool. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see. Do you know about Squared Media? It's a YouTube channel which creates Minecraft animation videos. So how can we create those types of animation? Squared Media? I don't know who they are, but I can look them up. Let's see. I have a question. How can I remember shortcuts of different software like Maya, Blender, etc.? So most applications will publish a kind of like a cheat sheet. And you can either keep that and use just open it up, print it out, put it on a monitor. The other thing that I do, if you have access to one, I have a Stream Deck. So I'm creating a custom plugin for my Stream Deck that has all of the shortcuts on there. So there's that. Came across a really helpful YouTube channel that focuses on 3D topology run by a guy named John Dickerson. Channel is under his name. I'll take a look. Let's see. Let's find out. Well, that's not popping up for me. So let's see. Is that the actual name of that channel, or is it something different? Here, let me look up the Squared thing. Squared media. Oh yeah, these guys. I have seen these guys. Honestly, to do stuff like that, you just need to figure out how they model those, because I don't really know where you'd even begin to model those. It's always been a mystery on how Minecraft actually handles its models. But it's all Maya, and some of it's probably going to be some sort of procedural stuff. Or not Maya, it could be Blender. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look more into them, but that stuff is like, it's in theory pretty simplistic animation. It's just you have to know how to work with those types of models. But I'd have to look more into that one. Let's see. Minimize that. May have spelled his last name wrong. Not sure. Let me see. Oh, nope, there he is. I haven't seen this guy before. I'm subscribing to him. I'll take a look at him. Thanks for letting me know, Connor. All right. Do you use Discord? Yes, I have a Discord. If you're on YouTube, it might work. Let's see. See if it works. If I spelled it right, it would. Discord, maybe. Did that work? There it is. You can join on that link. It's too early in India for a live. Well, it's super late for me, so it's a perfect time for a live. I'm sorry that it's too early for you, though. I wish there were a better way to handle that. I'm going to manually cut that in there because I know I need support. So, multi-cut. That's right, you can't do it when it's not looking at it. Okay. Enter. Okay, Q escape, vertex, target weld, plop. That creates a triangle. That's fine. Okay. Beautiful. Whew. Oh, man. That took way longer than I thought it was going to take. I'm kind of annoyed with how long that took. I do need... This needs to be kind of like cleaned up a little bit more. Let's look at that. Because now we've got this like or this pointed like issue here. So let's do that. How does that work when I smooth it? Better? It at least meshes up with the front. What I can do is just pull this back down a bit. All right. Because looking at the concept art, I think I still have my Pure F scene open. It does have this, like... Oh, what did I just do? Oh, okay. So that doesn't match up perfectly there, so that's okay. Cool. All right. That's not connected. So now I'm just going to go through and just gradually pull these down to match this up with the body. Same thing over here, except for the problem is now I've changed this again. Face. Save scene. What's this compartment for? I don't know. It's for hiding snacks. Okay. There we go, that's better. Whoa. Oh, I never... Oh, shoot. Ah, crap. That's right, there was a problem here. Okay. Just delete that real quick. Should be able to fix that pretty quickly, though. Okay, that's better. And what is this abomination? So that's rough. There's an extra something going on here. What does this face go to? Crap. I know it's an issue, but... Okay. Oy. Alright. We're so close. We're so damn close. Just need to fix that. Where do you go? What do you do? That is a supporting edge loop, so that sucks. Ow! What's up? How are you doing? Good to see you, buddy. What do you do? That one's kind of important. So can't delete that. Can't really delete any of those. So what I'm gonna have to do is mess up my geo here. So one side is gonna be different, unfortunately. Okay. Beautiful. And I think there's one more. Yeah, there is. You know what I could do? I'm gonna do it just because I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to hide it. Tiny little triangle right there. In fact, really the reality is I can hide a bunch of stuff behind that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to drag those through. One. Let's do a target weld. Do I need to drag one through? I don't think so. That creates one hell of an ugly issue there. So what I could do is I could do mesh tools, multi-cut. This isn't going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but doesn't really affect that all that much, so. Alright, so we'll do a target weld. Okay. Those are two very small but hidden problems. Cool. So there is no Discord link. It should be that one. Is it not that one? Hold on. How did I do what? An unfirm guy. Let's see. Control C. Should be the link. Oh, no, that's the link. Try this gaming with Sam. Okay. There's a lot of roughness going on here that I'm not a huge fan of, but everything's flowing right, so that's fine. Is that? Oh, I see. All right, less of a dent there. Cool. Let's look this thing over. It's looking a lot better. Turn on our wireframe. A little bit of ugliness with topology right there, but otherwise, I'm willing to call this good. I don't think these little ear things are big enough though. So let's fix that real quick. The other thing is mesh tools, insert edge loop. Oh, that's right. Can't do that. But I can do that, so. Okay. So we'll go and freeze these transforms here real quick. Control D. -1, go over here. Oops, wrong one. -1. Pop you over here. D. -1. Move you over here. Okay, focus. So we're good with both of those. Okay. Sweet. Well, safe scene. Bonagrin or Bonagurnthan? Hello, how are you? Okay, alright. Cool, so we're good there. That's looking awesome. I think we're basically... Oh, damn it. It's always something. How do I want to do that? Show isolate view selected. Okay. So we're gonna just delete this. We're going to circularize this. Turn that off. It tells me that that's not centered. Okay. It's not terribly off center though. Wow, that was actually an even, that's kind of cool. Didn't expect that to work out that way. Like that, like that. Q escape 3. It's probably going to look funky. Yeah, it does. Okay. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. Nice little final detail. Just so that ball has somewhere to land. Show isolate view selected. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that my head is like offset by a little bit. So let's select all of, nope. Select all the head, neck, just move it ever so slightly over. That's better. Okay. Gaming with Sam, did that link work for you? Oh shoot, I put it in the Twitch one, I'm sorry. Gaming with Sam, try that link. Okay. Damn. All right. File, save scene. I have a lot of renaming to do and cleanup to do on this thing, but the next part is going to be UV mapping. So, here's the deal. I think I'm doing 3D tomorrow as well. So, I'll confirm, and then if I confirm and it works, you guys on Instagram, and those of you who are not on my Instagram, make sure you are. I'll put a vote up tomorrow on whether you guys want me to work on BD-1 UV mapping or work on the ship. So keep an eye out for that one. My phone's gonna die. If you're live when I get home, I'll be back. Oh, I'm getting ready to end, so thank you so much for hanging out, man. I'm great. My sister just graduated. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't even see that. Congrats to your sister. Okay. But, anyway. We are at the 3-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and kill it, just because I would like to get some rest. So, everybody on Instagram, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to do a little render of this guy real quick, and I'll post it here in the next few minutes. But thanks a lot for hanging out. I will see you guys all tomorrow in some form. I'm pretty sure I'm doing 3D, but I'm not entirely sure. But Instagram, you guys have a good night. Stop. Let's see. Okay. Stop recording. All right. Let's see here. All right. YouTube. Same with all of you. Gaming with Sam. I hope you're still there, and I hope you were able to get that link. If not, let me know. Let's see. I don't know if that's my... Oh, I see what happened. Okay. Cool. There we go. All right. YouTube. This is where I leave you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the conversation tonight. You guys have a wonderful night.